Hi, welcome back to D&D. We're gonna just jump right into this week's episode. We're picking up in the tavern after we left off with a successful rescue from a prison that they then bombed while it was still occupied. But they overlooked that. We're in the bar with the two fuck brothers having a bit of a dispute. We'll go to Tural, who thinks he's got a solution.
Okay, so I'm thinking to resolve this issue with the arm. You guys go outside and we have a little bit of a joust.
Joust?
Oui, a joust.
I'm gonna back up. Is he still holding the arm?
You had a hold of the arm.
I'm gonna not hold it anymore, and then take out my my Eversharp's black axe, and to stand back and just cut it right in half.
Give me a roll attack, please. Yeah, okay, you very cleanly cut it in what appears to be the middle of the arm.
I'm just gonna take my half and walk away silently.
The bartender looks horrified. But he's just fervently cleaning a glass and looking down like nothing happened.
I'm just gonna walk over to mine, pick it up with my face, and eat it whole.
I'm gonna try to beat him.
Do you guys want to race? You can each give me a Constitution check.
Were you trying
how-
to eat his half of the arm or
No,
yours?
no, mine. Trying to eat mine
Okay.
faster than he can eat his.
I just pictured you like setting it down, smack, and then be like, all right, and then he's like, okay, and you're just like, okay, sorry.
If you guys wanted to fight, see who could eat it faster, give me con checks. If only one of you ends up doing it, then you just ate like a pig.
One sec. There it is.
Yeah. Sorry, Vith wins in the eating contest.
I'm just gonna grin
Uh,
with all the flesh in my teeth.
The bartender's pointedly not looking at both of you. He says, I'm gonna go set up the tables," and he scoots around the bar, and he goes over to his right hand side where there's a back room, and he's gonna start bringing tables out. The tavern itself is otherwise empty. It is kind of like how the picture is on the stream, if you wanted to see, where there's a bar there, and if he goes over to his right hand side, there's a little room back there. There's a hearth fire lit. And if you went to the right-hand side of the drawing itself, there would be a staircase that leads upstairs to where the rooms are, and underneath it is a little door where the entryway is. So are you guys just chilling out, having some drinks?
Yeah, I think right now we are.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nobody else besides you guys in the tavern. He sets up a few tables and some chairs, and then goes into the back room, and someone comes in through the front door, and it kind of piques your interest because he's wearing the wrong colors, if y'all know what I mean.
Bastard's wearing red.
He's just gonna sit down at the table, and he's just gonna sit there and look at you guys.
Does he look familiar?
He actually looks very plain-faced. Like if you tried to describe him to somebody, he would just look like a general anybody. He's got short-ish brown hair. He's got a very plain face. No special features about him. But he's staring at you guys.
Do I recognize him from my time in Bast?
This guy's brand new. Except he's wearing red.
Joust?
No jousting.
What kind of table are we sitting at? Is it like a wooden table?
Oh, you guys are up at the bar. You each had a stool, and were facing the other direction at the time, but if you want to, you can look over your shoulder at the guy sitting behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I was trying to see if I recognized him.
I'm gonna take out my short sword, slam it into the bar table, like making it stick up.
It can go that way. Doesn't need to go that way. Just tell me where the girl is. I'll take her. I'll go.
So I'm sitting at the bar, sipping on a shot, for some reason, and I'm gonna kind of like give a little bit to Cassandra. Does she like it?
Let's see. Oh yeah, she loves it.
Nice. I'll keep feeding her a little bit of it, and then shoot the other half once she's had about half.
She is apparently immune to alcohol.
Ah, that's
Cool.
That's a bummer. Paying no attention to what's going on behind me.
She upstairs?
Who's?
The red-haired woman.
No idea what she talks things about.
I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that.
Somebody is upstairs.
Good, good. Does that somebody have red hair?
Very possible.
Good. Did you talk to this person at any extent?
No, it was
No, not at all. Like she didn't tell you anything? You just didn't talk to her when you broke her out of prison? Last night? Ring a bell?
We did no such things.
I'm gonna go back to drinking.
Okay. So if I went upstairs right now and hauled her down the stairs by her hair, wouldn't phase you guys at all?
Goes for it.
I'm gonna take out my loot and attempt to play it.
Okay, you can do that. He's gonna stand up.
I stand up.
Okay. He's gonna take one decisive step towards the staircase.
I take two.
And cool. A lot of things are going to happen at the same time here. He's going to flip the table over in front of him with his left hand, draw a crossbow with his right hand, and shoot it at you, Taral. Guessing that misses. Oh wait, he gets advantage because he's his type. Guessing that still doesn't hit though.
Still doesn't hit. No.
I'm gonna
yeah.
take out my longbow and fire it at him.
Okay, he's behind the cover of the table, but so you're aiming at the table right now. And
When I
everybody
see him pull his bow out, I'm gonna use my same black axe and try to cut the table in half.
okay, that involves you to move up to
Before
it.
they
and
go, can I go since he kind of directed his action towards me first?
You get a
Sorry.
reaction. I tell you what, you get a reaction to his attack, and then everybody roll int. Sorry, not int. What is it? I'm so fucked up today.
Initiation.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Initiative. Everybody roll initiative after Jay's reaction, and then we'll go. Because you'll all get a turn before him.
What I wanted to do counts as an action, not a reaction. Is that okay?
Describe what you do to me.
Okay.
Not to me. That's gross. Don't do that.
Well, first
dirty
I
to
take you and I bend you lovingly over the tape. No.
Proceed.
I want to pull out my shield and my longsword and then cast a Zone of Truth.
Won't happen.
All right.
It's too long.
Shield and longsword out, and then initiative then.
Yes, please. Everybody now.
Everybody.
Okay. Looks like Vith's going first.
I'm gonna use my amulet here.
Okay.
12.
Gotcha. Strong. Haku. Yep, Vith, you get first bout.
I'm gonna hop off the chair, or whatever I was sitting on, and then pull out the black axe and try to strike that table.
Okay. You get advantage against breaking items. So, nice.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness you did that. You split the table straight down the middle. It rents from top all the way to the floor to the bottom. You split it like you were cutting paper.
I'm gonna poke my head through and smile at him.
You entered his space. He's going to stab you in the face.
All right.
You should probably not be surprised that just happened. Okay. And let me just roll some damage because I'm pretty sure a strike of 25 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just a moment. I am the worst for having things prepped here.
While he's doing that, is it not fucked up that this is like the 6th week in a row that somebody has made a roll within the first like half an hour that has been both a natural 1 and a natural 20?
It's pretty impressive.
It actually is a good point you make. I think there's something wrong with the randomization of the roll 20, but I don't know what their methods are. Anyways, he's gonna roll some damage.
All right. Take it right in the face.
You take it right in the face. We're gonna go to Tyrell.
Alright, for my action, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth. Center of it being right on top of the guy.
Gotcha. He is affected by the Zone of Truth.
Okay. As for my bonus action, I am going to... Where is it? There it is. Cast Hex.
Okay, you do that.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
For
we'll
his
go to-
ability, I'm going to choose Intelligence.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on intelligence rolls?
Yes, but not
Intelligence
saves.
save?
Not saves.
Okay.
Just intelligence rolls. So things like religion, nature, history, arcana. Maybe I should have picked wisdom. Whatever, it's too late. Intelligence.
Okay. And that is good. We'll go to Aku.
Okay. I'm gonna use. Well, let's do movement first. I'm gonna hop over the bar. Is it kind of like chest height almost?
And then for you, no. It's way lower
waist.
than that. Yeah. You can hop over it very easily. I wouldn't even make you do a dex save for it. You're
Okay.
just too big.
I'm gonna do that so that way I have a little bit of cover.
Okay.
For a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns on the guy, the red-headed guy, or red-covered guy
Okay.
at level 1.
Okay. So it just litters the field. It doesn't do immediate damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you guys are really busting out the AoE attacks this time. Cool. Because he's going to need to do a charisma save and then a dex save. And then is there one for Hex too? Or is Hex just passive?
Hex, he doesn't have to do a save or anything for it. It just gets applied.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
And
I'm assuming you're
yeah.
crouching down behind the bar?
Just enough to where I'm about right here. Like, right there on me. So I could still get over it, but mostly covered.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use After Fire Longbow on him.
You can do that. Nice. You will definitely hit.
There's that.
Roll some
Um,
damage.
Is there anybody within 5 yards of him?
Aku. Or sorry, Vith. Vith is within 5.
Okay. Then there's sneak attack. He also needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
So is Vith.
Yes,
What do I need?
dex save.
Okay.
He fails.
A saving throw, right?
Yep. Ooh, he takes 10 more damage.
Damn. You
So
guys are
does
fucking
Vith.
him up.
So yeah, I take that too, right?
Yeah,
Did
Okay.
you? Okay, yeah.
11. He failed.
And now that I'm a level 5 ranger, I get one more attack. I'm gonna use after fire bow again on him.
Holy shit.
God damn.
Wow. You guys are taking this guy to the cleaner. So 15 plus 5 is 20 damage.
And he needs to make another dex saving throw.
So does Vith.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
That time he does good. And because he has evasion, he takes... Oh wait, what is the... What's the dex for?
To take full or half damage.
Oh, okay. He has evasion. He doesn't take half damage. He takes no damage.
Oh, okay.
He's super quick, and he just ducks down a little bit behind the half of the table that's on his right-hand side,
Poor Vith.
and does not move out of the way. However, Vith receives the full blow.
Well, it's only 3. It could be worse.
Could be worse.
How much do I take there then?
3.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
That's not bad.
unless he's. Yeah, sorry.
And that'll be my turn.
Better than 10, so.
Actually, no. I think the nat 20 on the attack will supersede your need to have him do a dex save. So I'm going to give you the 20. The 20 points of damage, that is. He didn't evade it because natural 20 is considered an automatic hit.
Okay.
And that will mean that Jor gets to go.
I'm gonna use hold person on him.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. His wisdom is negligible. He rolls a 5.
Woo!
Yeah, he's paralyzed.
Damn.
And then I'm gonna bonus action. Where is it? Healing word on Vith.
Thank you.
And that's my turn.
Okay. He is going to roll his charisma save, which he fails. He's going to roll his dex save, which he fails. I didn't even need to roll for disadvantage because he failed both already. And the assassin on the balcony above you wait, that didn't work. What the hell was that? Oops.
Mhm.
Sorry. Is going to shoot at Jor for a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. He is going to. Oh fuck. He has sneak attack on you, and he has his crossbow damage on you, which is. Oh, I hope it.
Oh, shit.
I didn't roll sneak attack for my second attack.
You don't get sneak attack twice in return?
Really?
Yeah, it's just once per turn. That would make Rogue super OP.
Yeah, even here it says sneak attack 1 per turn.
Okay.
Jor takes 46 points of damage, and the assassin stays up on the balcony. That was his turn. We go to Vith.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to fly into a rage,
You do that.
and then that one guy's paralyzed, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, can I use my new axe that I got?
You would have to spend 1 action to switch to it.
Okay. Then I won't do that. I'll just use the one I'm using right now, and
Okay.
two-handed strike right at him.
Fly at it. You get advantage because he's paralyzed, which you don't need. Yeah, you cleave right into him.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, something very interesting is going to happen. Because he's just sitting there, laying there prone, you go to swing at him, and you cut off his left arm entirely. And it falls to the floor, and there's no blood. Sand starts pouring out of the wound, and then just kind of seals up and stops. And that makes you a little concerned.
A little bit.
We'll go to Tyrell. Unless you have more attacks.
Not this round.
Okay.
Huh.
Yes, you would have seen that, Tyrell.
Yeah, that changes things. Okay, so I'm going to... Fuck, man. That's rough. Okay, so...
You can't fuck him. Sorry.
For a bonus action, I'm going to cast a healing light on Jor. So he gets 1d6 plus my charisma modifier. He gets 6 health back. And then for my actual action, casting Radiant Soul. So wings sprout from the back. Now I can fly. I'm going to fly up to where the assassin is. And stand
You do
right in
that.
front of him. And then pull the glaive out.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that's my
you
turn.
entered his space,
Okay.
just like what happened with Vith when he cut the table in half. So we're gonna see.
Who's that heal on?
He
It's on Jor.
Okay, that's what I thought.
he gets disadvantage because it's close proximity with a ranged weapon, but it's 22 points.
Okay.
It does 29 points of damage. Part of that is poison. I'm not sure if you're immune.
Let me check. Nope, just necrotic and radiant.
Oops, I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. I have 2 open. And no, it's not an opportunity.
Alright.
It's a special feature for entering their space.
20 divided by 47. Whoops. Should not have said that out loud. Alright.
That means we'll go to Aku. Aku behind the bar.
Before I make any more actions, I'm gonna ask, what's Ari's use? Actually, did I see that before I asked that?
Oh yeah, you definitely saw that.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask him, what are you?
He's having a hard time talking because he's paralyzed. He's just mouthing. Oh, oh, ah.
I'm just gonna after firebow him again.
Okay. Fly at it. It misses.
Okay. Well, do it again since I have 2 attacks.
Yes, you do. Fly at it. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to do a 50-50 thing here. Roll a D100. If it is above 50, it won't hit Vith.
I thought I have advantage on him since he's paralyzed.
Oh, you do have advantage on him. My apologies. Sorry. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So did the first one hit? Or no?
No, 16 does not hit.
There's that. That. And he needs to make a dex save again.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think you automatically fail dex saves if you're paralyzed.
That sounds right.
Sure.
So I will give you the damage.
Okay.
9 and it's 13. Plus 5 is 18.
And Vith also needs to make another one, unfortunately.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's
So-
he's wise to your scheme now. The arrow lodges in him, goes partway through him, and sand comes out of that wound too. He looks all manner of fucked up. You're looking closer at him now, and you notice that he looks super gaunt, like he's just seen a ghost kind of thing. Or that there's no blood in him, and he's super pale. We'll go to Jor.
Where is the arrow lodged in me?
In you?
Yeah.
Probably would have hit you center mass.
But like in front of me?
Oh yeah. Chest
Okay.
region.
I'm gonna duck behind the bar. And then I'm gonna use Invoke Duplicity.
Nice. Where is your perfect illusion?
I'm gonna make it behind the bar, and then I'm gonna have it run around out towards the party.
Okay. So like towards where Vith and the downed guy are, kind of out
Yeah.
out the dance floor.
Mhm.
Okay, and you're taking cover.
Yep, and I'm gonna bonus action healing word on myself.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. The assassin on the ground is going to do a dex save to see if he can. Actually, he'll do his charisma one first, which he fails. He's going to do his dex save to become unparalyzed, which he also fails. Wow, rolls like shit. So he can't move and he can't do anything. He's going to chill there. Taral, he's up on the balcony with you, the other assassin. And he's going to spend one action to switch from a crossbow to a short sword, and he's going to try and stab you with it. But he misses. He misses spectacularly. He's squared up with you, and but stays right there with you. We will go to Vith.
So he's still on the ground, paralyzed, right?
Right in front of you.
Cool. I'm gonna go for. I took an arm off, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the other arm then.
Okay. And you have advantage. You cleave it out from underneath him. He lays flat on his back and kind of just hollows out as sand pours out of both of the armholes, and he just deflates into a puddle on the floor.
Is
He's
his
just-
like gear still there, or did that disappear too?
No, his gear is still there. It just emptied out inside of the skin shell.
Okay, cool.
So it's like a bag of person with some sand in it.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out my javelin and shield,
You do
and
that.
then that's probably all I can do for now.
Yep.
Okay.
You can move if you'd like.
Yeah. Well, how far away is the assassin?
It'd take you a turn and a bit to get there.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do the bit now?
I just want to know how far away he is, because I could throw the javelin pretty far away.
Oh, yeah, 40 feet, but also up.
Okay. Then I'll go like 20 feet closer, but like holding my shield up just in case.
Okay. You are thoroughly prepared. We'll go to Taral. Taral, you're squared off with somebody.
Okay. My hex is still active on the other guy, yeah?
The other guy's dead.
Oh. Well, then the hex will move over. Without having to spend a spell slot. So,
Correct.
as a bonus action, I'll move it over. And then as my, excuse me, primary action, I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. Which is right there. Let me know when you're good.
Just a moment.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So there's the attack with it.
Nice. Definitely hits.
Alright. There's the damage. Damn, it had to be a 3, eh? Here's the damage for the actual Green Flame Blade on the primary target. Here's the extra damage because of Radiant Soul. And here's the extra damage for Divine Smite 2nd level.
Mathing so fast right now.
And here's the hex damage. Sorry.
No, that's cool.
Alright.
And good job.
You got all that?
Yep, I got all of it.
Is he still alive?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so for my extra attack, I'm just gonna attack him.
You hit.
Okay. There's the damage. Oh, it's a 1 I can reroll. That's not a 1. So we'll go with that.
It's not a one.
Here's the hex damage.
Uh huh.
Here's the Radiant Soul damage.
Do you get both hex damages?
Let me double check. I should probably double check. You deal extra damage whenever you hit it with an attack. So,
Okay.
yep. And I gave you the Radiant Soul. Here's Divine Smite level 2. I am burning spell slots like it's nobody's business, but it's worth it.
16.
I think that was all the damage. Hex, Radiant.
20, 23, 34 points of damage. Okay, you just go to fucking town on this guy. And you stab the shit out of him, and every hole that you make, there's more sand, and he's just tripping over himself with how much damage you're doing, and he just kind of evaporates inside of his own skin and just slides down the floor and down the stairs. The encounter is done.
Alright. Woo!
And there's black sand all over the stairs and all over the tavern floor. The old guy comes out from the back with a table in his hands, and he's like, ah, and just drops it and runs back into the back.
I'm gonna kind of fly down from the top floor, land at the bar, and pour myself another shot.
So you're behind the bar with Aku?
I'm reaching over to grab the... I don't want to
Okay.
presume, so just reaching over.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna take a handful of the black sand and put it in my pocket.
You do that. It
I'm
just
gonna
feels like regular silty sand.
Real quick, I gotta check something, because this might be fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna start rooting
Okay.
around in the guy that I killed.
Oh, okay, this will be great. Can I get a charisma saving throw from Vith?
Sure.
He's in my zone of truth.
Oh my god.
He is affected by your zone of truth.
I'll kind of, while I'm pouring my drink, I'll look over at him and ask him, so why didn't you want to duel your brother in a joust? Maybe you are scared he will win?
You have to be the utmost of truthful. You're
You
allowed
cannot
to
lie.
not directly. You're
That
not
wasn't a
allowed.
question.
Yeah, I asked you why you didn't want to duel him. Was it because you were scared you're gonna lose?
Nevers.
Was that truthful? Because you can't lie.
I do not feel like I would lose to him.
Alright, I'm gonna look back where's Aku?
Still behind the bar.
Aku, would you do me a favor and maybe go stand by your brother?
Where's
You can roll persuasion on that if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna start rooting through the body with my javelin butt
You're
end.
skeptical. As you're poking through, you observe his armor. It is superior studded leather, so it's like a +1 armor. Other than that, you see that his short sword that he was using looks wet, and you think it smells kind of off because you got like lizard senses. It smells kind of off. Same thing goes with his bow, but he landed on it and crushed it.
Bummer. I'm gonna pick up the sword and like smell it and try to. Would that be? See if it's familiar in any way.
You're looking for the scent of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say just a moment. Let me open up a character sheet so I know what to make you guys roll. I'd say investigation. Roll investigation. on it.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, Toral rolled right after.
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
Ignore that. I
Uh,
forgot to do my constitution check during the middle of the fight for concentration because I took damage. So I
Oh.
burned an extra spell slot for hex.
Gotcha. Okay. Investigation tells you that that's definitely poison. That's poison, and you would suspect that that's why you're hurting so bad.
Okay. I'm gonna put that down. And then I'm gonna use second wind.
Okay.
It's not very helpful. Okay. How much did I take from that?
From which?
The poison.
Oh,
Or is-
it was the damage that was rolled in with the
Okay.
regular
It's
attacks.
not like.
It's
roll-
not a
okay.
persistent poison. It's
Sweet.
like it hits you quick and that's it.
Would. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
gonna-
difference between poison and disease for future reference. Poison
Yes.
hits you one time, disease lingers.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
True facts.
So
where's Jor? Is
Aku,
Jor
you-
still behind the
Jor's standing next to you behind
Damn
the
it.
bar.
I'm gonna walk over to him and use Cure Wounds on him. Or yeah, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
At level 2.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna talk to Jor. Be like, Jor, maybe you could pick him up and take him into the zone.
You can still roll persuasion on that.
I'm
But-
actually gonna. Yeah, I'm totally going to. He doesn't seem
While
like he
that's
wants
happening, I'm just gonna walk upstairs and take a short rest.
to. How
Okay.
about it, Jor?
Uh,
I'm gonna try to pick him up.
Yes.
pick up Aku. You're gonna try and pick up Aku.
That's what he asked me to do.
Aku, you weigh pretty close to 300 pounds, right?
237 pounds.
237. Okay, 237. That's not bad. Plus
Jor's
gear.
a cleric though. He's fucking strong.
Yeah, he is.
Plus 91 pounds. To
mean,
that
he's a knight.
237.
Lift with your knees, not your back, and give me a strength save. You managed to pick him up off the ground, and you're holding him up off the ground. Are you going to try and shuffle him over?
Yep.
Okay, you're taking a 4 times movement penalty.
All right.
So you're just kind of shuffling left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
All you gotta do
I
is
want to
get
try
him
to
like.
wiggle out of it.
All you gotta do is get him like
You can do
5
that.
feet. The zone is 15 feet radius. Just get him in there. I mean, I said that in character.
What do you want me to roll?
yes.
Yeah, it's a radius.
You can try and struggle to get out of that dex or acrobatics if you'd like. No, he's got you.
I'm just gonna chuckle as I go upstairs.
Okay. There is the obvious bedroom that was locked with the red head inside of it, and there's one across from it.
I'm gonna go in the one across because that was where what's his face was washing himself or something, right? Someone was earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
guys stayed in this tavern already, didn't you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go in that one and close the door.
Or was that... No, that was the inn
No, you're
back
thinking of back at Tokakoter.
Yes.
The
this one is
the
just
only
a bed.
one in this one we have what's her name?
Just the one room,
Paula Schultz is upstairs in a room.
but we only have one room.
There's her room and the other room across from it are the only two rooms in the inn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just go in the open room then.
You do that. It's got two beds in it, a small fireplace at the end, a chamber pot, and a small desk.
I'm just gonna go lay on the bed and have a short rest.
Okay, your feet hang off of the end of it.
Perfect.
You're short resting. The rest of you guys. Oh wait, sorry. Jor, you have successfully transported Aku into the zone of truth.
Nice.
Put him down.
You put him down.
So Aku, now that you cannot lie, maybe you do a charisma saving throw.
He's not wrong, and you fail.
So why was it that your brother did not want to joust you? Is he scared of you? Are you evil
Again with
big
the
brother?
joust.
He's
Uh,
evil big brothers.
But is he as scared of you?
Probably is not.
Okay, so what do you make of this situation with the how you say dead guy?
I'm just curious as to see what sans this is.
Was he lying? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Also, it didn't
give
help
me
that
a-
Fifth fucking left.
Give me an insight check.
Me?
Mhm.
Alright. There you go.
You have a moment of clarity that you think that these lizard brothers, you've been around them long enough now, partied with them long enough that you don't think they've pretty much ever lied to you, because they are a little bit macho and they don't really have any reason to lie to you. So their questions that you're asking them these questions, and they're kind of just like, bro, you didn't even need to.
You understand? I had to make use of the spell. I already casted it, and otherwise, it's just a waste.
What spells?
You're aware of it, by the way. It says so in the spell.
Oh,
That's why I just walked
I'm
upstairs.
just gonna flip my tongue.
I'll go back to drinking and sharing with Cassandra.
Okay. A goblin is going to kick in the front door, and you recognize him from being from the ship. He's chattering at you in goblinoid, and none of you guys speak it. He's waving his hands up and down, and he's making violent gestures with his hands. And then he's pointing to the outside, and then he just runs back outside.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Bow ready.
You walk outside into the main street, and around you are just regular people, but the goblin is running down the middle of the road back towards where the ship was landed. You see a small column of smoke coming from where the ship was. Terrell.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna head upstairs to
Okay.
Fifth's room.
You do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna chase after Aku.
Okay. You see the same thing. The goblin is turning around to look at you guys, and then you see the universal gesture for come here, and he does this, and then he starts running back to the ship. And he pulls out a small sword.
Is
I'm gonna-
all stapled outside?
Yes, would be. He would have been tied up on the post outside like a Wild West saloon.
I'm gonna mount and then follow.
Okay. You take off at a horse's sprint Taral, you're upstairs with Vith.
I'm going to pick him up and start to walk out the door.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
All right.
Vith, you wake up in Tural's arms as he's carrying you out the door.
Like a little baby.
Your
I'm gonna yawn.
your brother ran off in a hurry, and I figured you probably wanted to be with him. So,
Yes.
as we're leaving, I'm gonna like stop and lean against the other door and like knock on it real quick and be like, "We are going out real quick. We will be back before we leave town. Don't worry about the sand and the corpses downstairs. They're nothing." And then I'm gonna leave.
Okay, there's no reply from the other side of the door.
All right.
Is he still carrying me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just like shimmy, try to get down. I can walk.
I'll drop you.
Did Jor and all pass me?
Yep.
Can I try something?
Oh, you can do it.
I'm gonna try
I know
to
what he's
grab
gonna
onto
try
all.
and do.
You're gonna try and like jump up?
Jump and kind of grab onto the side of it or something.
He's doing
like
that
and pull
move that
myself up.
Legolas did when Aragorn was riding
Yep.
on the horse past
There
him.
you go.
Yeah, he's just
Yep.
grabbing it. He's like, whoop, up onto the horse
Give
he
me-
goes.
Give me an
Fucking badass.
acrobatics check.
Don't fuck it up. Nailed it!
Oh,
Yes!
Legolas lives again. Oh man.
Only
You're
as
like
a 300-pound
big
lizard.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Way to go, like a lizard.
Yeah, it's exactly as described by Jay. It is beautiful. You just effortlessly pull yourself onto the back of the horse. The horse doesn't even notice, and Jor doesn't until you put your arms around him. You are now both charging towards the airship. As it comes into view, you pass the goblin, and from distance you can see the column of smoke is most definitely coming from the ship itself. From this distance you can't really tell, but there are figures moving outside of the ship, as well as some of them not moving. Taral and Aku, you're just leaving the place now.
Okay.
You guys didn't take the horses into town.
That's
No.
Vith.
Sorry, Vith.
Would I need a perception check to see the smoke?
No, you just naturally know to look that direction.
Okay. I'm going to insight check to figure out if I think that's where we should go.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna head
you-
that direction.
The smoke catches your eye, and then you see Ull and two figures.
Oh, I figured
Check
they were long
that
gone.
direction.
Okay, fair enough.
They're partway there.
Okay.
Vith,
I'll
are you
start
following?
Yeah, am I still in a rage? How long has it been since the
Oh,
first?
it's way past.
Okay, that's what I figured. Oh yeah, because I short rested. My bad. Okay, I'm just gonna start sprinting down
Okay.
towards the smoke, and then have my javelin and shield ready.
Okay. Jor and Aku are going to arrive on the scene first. It's chaos. The ship is partway on fire right now. There are goblin bodies on the ground outside. None of them that you recognize as the captain or Hawk. There is yelling and shouting coming from the goblin ship. The cargo bay door itself is down, and you're coming up towards the cargo bay door.
Do I see anybody around that looks of enemy-like
Not
or
around.
hostile?
There's one goblin that's actually actively running away.
I'm gonna ride in.
Okay, you ride right into the cargo bay. The other horses are in there and spooked right now. They're bucking against the reins. And you see another goblinoid body face down in the hay with a stab wound in its back.
I'm gonna jump off of all.
You do that.
I'm gonna go over to that goblin and see if and try to turn him over, see if I recognize him.
You don't. It was a deckhand.
Okay.
Well, you recognize him as a deckhand of the griffin.
Okay, then I'm just gonna run up to the next to where the hammocks are.
Okay.
I'll follow him.
You guys are sorry. The other two are just about at the ship at this point. You guys come up to the second floor, and the scene is chaos. You recognize a man dressed very similarly to the ones that were in the bar. He is currently sword fighting with one of the goblins. There are another 2 goblins dead on this floor, and there is an unconscious red-haired woman laying on the floor to one of the sides. Aku, you came up the stairs first, so you have the opportunity to do something.
You said there was a red-headed girl?
Mhm.
What kind of clothes is she wearing? Would I notice if they were the same as, what's her name's?
Yeah, your passive insight tells you that's the same lady. Actually, because you're in the heat of the moment, I would have to make you roll insight to actually
Okay.
physically look. You're moving too quickly and distracted by the battle. It's kind of dark on the second floor. Even though you've got great vision, you're focused more on the assassin fighting with the goblin. You can't tell.
Oh, so there's an assassin fighting on the hammock floor.
Mhm.
I should probably pay attention more. Okay. Shit.
And you took too long. Gotta skip
Yep.
you. Going to Jor.
I'm gonna use a level 4 guiding bolt. That's my attack roll.
Fuck, beautiful. You hit him completely flush. You roll max damage for that.
Okay. So. Well, 8d6, so 48.
48. You do 48 points of damage, hitting them completely square. They had some pre-existing damage, however, they are still up. Tural and Vith, you have arrived at the airship. You are looking up at the second floor, and you see light suddenly pour out of the windows very quickly. And you recognize the familiar sound of a guiding bolt being cast from the second floor of the ship. There's a fire on the backhand portion, and a goblin is running back towards the ship with a bucket full of water.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my my new great axe and shield
You do that.
and start to walk into the cargo bay.
You see a face-up goblin, dead, and your horses are tied up on the right-hand side, pulling away from their leads. They're freaking out a little bit.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep walking up,
Okay.
checking for any like people in the red outfits like I saw earlier.
Yep. You will start your next turn at the top of the stairs. Tural.
I'm gonna walk over to the horses, kind of one hand on both of their heads, kind of stroke them there for a second, and calm down. It will be okay. I'm just going to be right back, and then we'll figure out what's going on with you. Then I'll turn around and head in.
Animal handling, please.
Sure.
It works out really well. They recognize you, and your calming celestial presence abates their fear.
And then I'm
You
gonna
start
head
start going up the stairs. We go to Aku.
I'm just gonna fire out a longbow.
Okay.
Or after firebow, sorry. Against the assassin. Aiming for
Okay.
the neck area. Like right here.
It's gonna fly wide and lodge in the back of the wood of the wall behind him.
Okay.
Do you get another attack?
Yes.
Nice. You met it. You beat it. Roll your damage. Not bad. Okay. And we're gonna go to. Do you have a move action you'd like to do?
Is there any kind of like cover I can try to get behind around me?
Unfortunately, no. There's just some vertical beams that are holding the hammocks up, but the deck is usually otherwise populated. There are some barrels, but they're on his side of the room.
Then I'll stay where I'm at.
He's gonna do something. He looks up, sees where the arrow came from, locks eyes with you, and then takes 2 short swords and cuts the head straight off the goblin, and then just starts running towards you. He's going to try and attack you for 19. Yep.
That hits.
He stabs you for 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Then we go to Jor.
I'm gonna try to run and hit him with my lance.
Okay. You're indoors, and it snags on a hammock, and you can't move it around enough to get it in line.
All right. Nope. All right. Yeah, that's it.
We go to Vith, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly into a rage. We're not
You
in
do that.
combat yet, right?
You are technically in combat. I just
Oh,
did
okay.
initiative by who arrived in what order.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I just wasn't sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. So that's my bonus action then, I guess. And then what do I see?
Your brother standing toe to toe with an assassin that just stabbed him. On the far end is a headless goblin on the floor, bleeding into the floorboards. The other goblins have cleared out of the room, and there is a red-headed woman to the right-hand side. In front of them is Jorah Dam, who currently has his lance tangled up in a hammock. And Tural is behind you to your left-hand side.
How far away is Aku?
You can approach them very quickly.
Okay.
Like within 8 or 10 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna approach them, and then as I walk up, I'm gonna look over at Jor. Silly knight. And I'm gonna go up and I want to use this new axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a swing.
New axe, new weight. It feels weird and different, and you snag it on the roof. You guys are having problems fighting indoors. You're too damn big.
Oh man. Okay. I guess that's it for now.
Don't you have more than one attack roll?
Oh yeah, I guess I would have to pull it out though, right?
I will take that as part of the attack. You would have had to pull it out of him if you did it successfully, and you
Okay.
would have still got a second attack. So I'll say
Okay,
you pull
yeah,
it
yeah.
out of the roof.
Okay, I'm gonna use my second attack, and hopefully I got the balancing down. Hey,
You do. This time you do.
All right. Cool.
Hit him for 6 points of slashing damage.
Is that one? Oh, can't tell. No. Okay. Okay, never mind. I just didn't know if
yeah.
I could re-roll it. I wasn't sure what it rolled.
It's a
It's a
plus
3 though.
So you rolled a 3, so no.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end on that.
Okay. Tural.
You said that Paula was off and to the right, right? Is she currently dancing with anybody, or is she just over there alone?
She's face down, crumpled up on the floor.
Oh, okay. In that case, then there's only one threat in the room?
Yep.
Alright. Could I get into melee with my
Well,
movement?
hold. Sorry. Roll perception.
Alright. There it is.
Okay. One thing is gonna happen. Just a moment. Oops. You saw someone come down the stairs and hide behind the barrels. At the far end of the room.
Human, goblin.
Just a shape.
Okay. And that's at the opposite side?
Mhm.
Do I have enough movement
Wait.
to...
You have night vision.
Yes.
It was an assassin.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to get to him?
Yep.
Without crossing melee range of the other one?
Nope. You'd have to duck around to the right-hand side, go past Paula, and then go around.
How far can I get if I went that route?
Puts you 10 feet in front of them.
But I can see him then, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
I'll go that.
if they're full cover, then you'd be looking very intently at a barrel on the floor.
I see. Alright, I'll just walk up to the one that the other two are currently dancing with.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna fucking... Got a spell here. We're gonna do one of... Where the fuck did it go? Whatever, let's do a hex.
Okay, you cast a hex on him.
Wisdom.
Okay.
And then, for action, Green Flame Blade. Need me to click it again?
Nah, I remember.
Okay. So, here's the attack that goes with it.
Woo! Nice attack.
Cool.
You have no problem fighting indoors. So you go ahead and just stab him. I won't make you roll damage because I know how many damages you have and I know how weak this guy is. You
Alright.
just fucking impale him. You impale him so hard his body touches the ceiling before it hits the ground again.
Okay. How much movement did I use to get there?
Oh, 10 feet.
Can I use the rest of my movement to get closer to the barrel?
You start walking there.
Alright. How close can I get?
Same distance pretty much.
Okay. Then I'll walk up and burn my second attack on him.
With what?
Just a glaive.
Is your glaive got 10 feet of reach?
Yep.
Nice. He's got cover, so you've got disadvantage, but it still hits. You see his shoulders sticking out, and you just poke it. Roll some damage.
That's a 2 I can reroll. That is not a 2, so I can't, but we're good with that. I should have transferred my hex, but I didn't say that, so it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
Here is a Divine Shield. That's my level 2. So 13 plus 18 is 31.
Nice. Okay.
No Radiant Soul, because that's long gone. No Hex, because I didn't transfer it.
Yeah, these guys are burning through your spells.
Can I transfer the Hex now? And then in my
As a
turn?
bonus action at the end? Yes.
Well, it's not a bonus action. When my Hex target dies, I can transfer it. I just didn't do it before my attack, so, you know.
Okay. Yeah, you'll get it next turn then.
Yep. Alright.
Roll order puts it at that assassin. He's in front of you. So he's just looks down at his shoulder, looks up at you, just walks casually around the barrel, takes out both of his short swords, and is going to make 2 short sword attacks on you. He hits on that second one for 21 points of damage.
Wait, what?
What kind of damage is that?
You only rolled once.
I rolled an 11 for the first attack, and I rolled... Oh, god damn it, it did that thing again. Sorry. It keeps rolling the damage the second time.
Hmm.
Ugh. Okay, well, he only rolled a 15 that time, so I'm guessing he doesn't hit you.
Who's he attacking?
You.
Oh, okay, he misses.
Yeah.
So he didn't hit you at all then, right?
Nope.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep. That will be his turn. Oh, unless he... Yeah, he's gonna burn his inspiration. And try and attack you again. And misses you again. We will go to 5th.
I'm just gonna. How far away is that?
You mean
Um,
Aku?
Oh,
Is it your turn?
was-
yeah, probably is. He goes first.
Yeah.
Aku was first.
hmm
Aku. Yep. Sorry. All you lizard folk look alike.
Fuck, brothers.
Wow.
All right, it wasn't that funny. Just saying.
Oh man. I saw the other assassin pop up, right?
Yes, you would have seen Taral go over there and start attacking.
Okay. Do I have a clear shot?
Ish.
Do I have enough movement to get a clear shot?
Yes. It puts you over towards where Paula is.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there then.
Okay.
And fire off after fire longbow.
Fly at it. You will definitely hit. 18.
And is Taral close enough? Within 5 yards?
Oh yeah, for sure he is.
Okay.
Because the guy walked up to stab you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
for
cool.
hail. Oh, that's what. Sneak attack. That's what it is. I
Mhm.
get it.
And one more.
Nice. Yeah, that one's gonna hit too. For 15. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it a nice even number. Not that you needed to know that. Is that your whole turn?
I'm just gonna crouch down and kind of take a look after Paula.
Okay. She's been smacked in the side of the face so hard that it cut her cheek.
But she's still alive.
You can't tell. You'd have to actually be invasive about that and check. But she's been smacked pretty fucking hard. We will go to Jor.
I'll use a Sacred Flame on the assassin,
Okay.
so I need a dex save.
Dex save from the assassin.
Yep.
17.
Yep, he passes, so no damage.
Correct.
I'll bonus action a healing word on myself.
You do that.
and That's it.
Okay. It's gonna go to 5th.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge that assassin and pull out I have my axe out, and I'm just gonna go to town on his face.
And you entered his space. He stabs you.
Yep.
He stabs you for 17 points of damage because he didn't roll that high.
What kind of damage?
It is part melee and part poison.
Can I? Am
You
I?
take half damage still.
Okay.
From both of that because you're in a rage, right?
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, you take 8 points then.
Okay. Cool. So I had swung once already. I believe that misses.
that will definitely. Oh wait, that's 13.
Yeah.
That will miss.
I don't have it. Well, I don't have advantage or anything.
Nope.
So yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to just try again.
You can try again.
God damn it!
You miss.
I'm really mad, so I'm gonna burn my action surge and just try to do it all again.
Go for it.
Do I have to do anything for that?
No.
No.
Just
Mark,
say it. Okay.
On the first page, if you put down action surge, then yeah, you'd have to take one off.
Just change your 1 to a 0. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to find that later. Anyway. Jesus.
You miss.
I'm really mad. I'm
He's
gonna
so
use my
sleuthy.
last bonus action to try to hit him.
Extra attack, not
He's
bonus
slippery.
action.
Hey, the last one connects. Good job.
Fantastic. Still, alright, I'm gonna re-roll that, because that's a 1.
Okay.
Jesus.
8 points.
That was
Okay.
painful.
And that'll go to Taral. Taral, he's standing right up close to you.
Alright, bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. there's the attack for it. I assume that hits.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So there's the 11.
Divine favor will burn an action.
It's a bonus
or
action.
A bonus action, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just keeping track. And then Green Flame Blade was an actual spell?
Yep.
Or is it a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. Okay. So you do 14 points of damage.
And- Well, hold on.
I'm assuming plus.
Well, there's a couple of pluses. Did I add in Divine Favor in my... I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did, actually. I can just click this button. So there's my Divine Favor, my Hex, my normal melee. No Divine Smites. So that's it for first attack.
You killed him. But I'm going to describe it to you.
All right.
As you stab him, it goes through him, and you see the light kind of go out of his eyes. But then he kind of lurches and then looks up at you, pulls himself in on your attack until he's right up next to you, and says thank you, and then just collapses.
All right, that's spooky.
And the encounter's over. You still hear shouting all around you, and you smell smoke. A lot of smoke.
I'm gonna walk over to Paula and burn all 20 land hands.
You do that.
She gains 20 hit points.
She comes out of her stupor in a shock, and she's screaming and flailing, and make a reflex save.
So
Do I have to as well? Because I'm right there. I was already checking.
He was doing lay on hands, so he was touching her.
Gotcha.
reflex isn't a thing in 5th edition. What do you want?
Sorry, Dex check.
Okay.
Or Dex save. Sorry.
Okay.
She
Can I,
scratches
can I
you
make
for
a
1 point
case
of damage.
for? Can I
Oh,
make
wait, you
a
got a
case
helmet
for
on, never mind.
athletics?
It won't do any damage. It's just a
Alright.
story element.
Fair enough.
She tries to scratch your face, but because you're wearing a helmet all the time, every time, it just kind of glints off your face mask.
All right, and I'll be like, "It is me. You do not need to attack. We
Where
have
am I?
saved you again. You are in the airship. I do not know why, because we left you back at the tavern.
They came for me. Why didn't you protect me?
Who is they?
I don't know. They were just there, and then they hit me, and now I'm here.
Well, there was 2 people that came to the tavern, and we killed them. Then we came here because the short guy said trouble, or at least I think he said trouble. I don't speak Goblin.
Do you have a spare weapon?
Oui. I'll hand her my longsword.
Okay, she's gonna kind of play with it a little bit. She's not proficient in longswords.
Okay, hold on. Can I perception check Aku to see what kind of weapons he has on him?
You can eyeball him, yeah. You
Alright.
also can roll history because you fought with him for a while.
How about I think about it while I fucking look at him?
I'm gonna grab one of the. Did I overhear that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one of the. What did the assassin have? A short sword?
Yep.
I'm gonna grab one of those by the handle and walk over and carefully hand it to her.
This is much better.
I'm gonna take my longsword back.
Suits.
She's waving it around kind of dangerously.
I'm gonna back up.
Yep, me too.
I'm gonna go up to the deck.
Okay. And you go up to the deck, and you see that the back half of the ship is fully on fire, like dangerously so on fire. There are leaping flames at least 12 feet tall. Part of the tethers holding the balloon on have been severed, and there are goblins fighting with another pair of people at the back of the deck. You see the captain face down to your right hand side. You noticed because of his earrings.
I'm gonna jingle his ear.
He doesn't move.
I'm gonna charge one of the guys with my lance.
Okay, you can start rushing towards him, but you can't make it all the way there. They're on the backhand of the deck.
Okay.
The rest,
the foot roof, the hoop, or is he off of all, or is he still on all?
he got off all in the basement.
Okay.
The cargo bay. Did the rest of you guys stay on the main deck, or stay in the sleeping quarters, or did you go up?
I'll go up after I handed her the sword.
Okay.
I'll
yeah, I
take
did
a
the same.
I'll take a second to demonstrate with my longsword on how to hold a sword and tell her to kind of stay back and out of our way, and then I'll head up.
Okay, I'll put you with her at first for first round, and I'll put both Lizard Brothers up on the deck behind Jorah Dam, who is now charging forward, and we'll pick up there after the break.
Woo!
Cool.
All right. We'll be back in 5 then, everybody.
These guys are spooky.
Yeah, different, right? These are actually, if you're gonna try and look for them, you can't. They're a custom enemy.
Sweet.
Welcome back. Trevor, calm the fuck down. We are going to start with Joradam rushing towards the two enemies. While you're doing that, Jor, give me just a perception check. Okay, that was pretty good. There are two goblins actively fighting the left-hand guy who looks like the regular assassins that you've been fighting so far. There was one guy on the right-hand side sword fighting with another one of the assassins who is a man who appears to be buck-ass naked. His skin is weird, but you're also kind of in the middle of a heat of a moment thing, so you can't tell why it's weird. You just notice that he's naked, and it's weird, but more weird than usual. We'll also go to your attack roll. So who are you attacking, and what are you doing?
I'm gonna attack the one with clothes on.
Okay.
And
You miss your lance attack.
alright.
And we'll roll initiative for the rest of the three of you guys. Nice. Aku gets to go first. We can start with your turn, Aku.
I'm gonna look over at the two goblins fighting. Do I recognize them, or are they just deckhands?
One of them is Hawk.
Okay. I'm just gonna fire off a longbow. After fire longbow.
The one that the two goblins are fighting? Clothed or no
sorry.
clothed?
Clothed.
Okay. That'll hit for sure. You can go ahead and roll your damage. Nice. 18.
Since Hawk is there, do I get sneak attack or no?
Yeah, I'd say you would.
Okay.
I would consider you guys allies. And he would too.
Good.
Yeah, you would.
And one more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ranger.
Damn. Yeah, go ahead and roll another, roll the damage there.
Is it currently sunlight?
It is.
Plus 4
Yeah,
damage.
plus
then.
2. Yep.
2 from each. Sorry, I'm that cunt that worries about math.
Yeah. The fuck? Cut that out. Ruining my game with your logic and your realism in my fantasy game.
I'm so immersed, man. You don't even know.
Yeah. Cut it out. It's your turn to cut it out.
Yay!
Unless, hold on, sorry, I should ask if Aku has a movement turn that you want to
Okay.
do.
Is there... Actually, no. I'm just gonna move over to my left about 10 feet.
Okay. You're at the edge of the deck near the railing.
How
At
close?
the edge of the deck at the front of the ship. You're looking towards the back of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
There's two guys, one on the left with clothes, one on the right with no clothes, and behind them is a wall of fire.
Okay, how close to the edge am I, though?
Oh, not that close. I like
Okay.
5 feet.
Okay,
You're not like pushed right up against it.
gotcha. That's my turn, then.
All
Draw.
right. For my bonus action, I'm gonna spend all 3 healing light charges to heal myself.
Okay.
For points. Woo! Okay, and then I'm going to use my action to channel Divinity Sacred Weapon.
Okay.
Do you need a spell card for it, or are you good?
Sacred Weapon is plus... What? Roll your spell card.
I actually don't have a spell card for it, so I'll just copy paste it. Oh wait, yes I do. Right there. Haha! Nailed it.
Okay, your weapon is super positive.
It's basically just a magical weapon now, and I get to add charisma to my attack rolls.
Okay.
Oh, and
that's
it
your whole turn?
glows. And it glows. Fuck yeah. And yes. It's my
That's
turn.
important.
It is very important.
Okay, the assassin fighting Hawk and his crewmate is going to get to do his rolls. Whoa, fuck, he hits that crewmate. He straight up murders the crewmate. And he goes to attack Hawk, and he's going to hit Hawk. Oh, Hawk is down, but not dead.
Was I in range of that? How far away?
No, you're still at the front of the ship.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, fuck, I didn't use any movement. Yeah, it's fine.
And that was his turn. Vith, it is now your turn.
Okay. Is the guy that's naked? He's not fighting anybody, right?
He's fighting one goblin. They're sword
Oh.
fighting.
Okay. Whoa. Jesus.
Breakdance fighting.
I'm gonna pull out my javelin, and since it's just a goblin, I could just throw it
Yeah,
right over him.
There's no height risk there.
Yeah. So as
Yeah.
I'm running, I'm just gonna throw it at him.
It goes wide and sails into the fire.
Awesome. I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay, you're approaching the naked man.
Can I get to him or no?
You get close to him, but not right up to him.
Okay.
You're basically standing behind the goblin that's sword fighting with him.
And I'm still in a rage.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Yes, you would be.
Okay. Cool.
And we're going to go to that guy who's sword fighting with the goblin. And he's going to hit the goblin. And he's going to cut him down. So that was... Oh, I guess he can walk straight up to you because he gets 2 attacks. So he walks... The naked man approaches you, Vith, and he's going to slice at you. And he slips on the goblin's blood and lands on his ass. So he's now sitting on his ass looking up at you. There's a naked man on the deck.
Did he happen to come up to my range and then fall away? Out of melee?
He went to try to approach you and only got as far as the goblin.
Okay.
He didn't quite get up to you. We go to Jor. Jor, you were approaching the man with the clothes on the left-hand side.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my lance again.
Okay. Joust. Beautiful. You automatically succeed on the knockback, and you shoot him backwards into the fire.
All right.
Beautiful shot. That was great. I can't even say anything else. That was just great. Yeah, you hit him center mass, and he just flies backwards into the fire. He just disappears out of your view.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna bonus action a mass healing word for our party and Hawk.
Nice. Okay. Hawk is back up. He's going to drop his sword and just start booking it back towards Tyrol. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
We'll go to Aku.
There's still the clothed and non-clothed guy, yes?
Clothed guy got shot backwards into the inferno on the deck.
Oh.
Clothless guy is sitting on his ass in front of your brother.
Okay. After Firebow it is. Right
Okay.
to the naked, greased up, deaf naked guy.
You're gonna hit.
Cool.
Nice.
How far away is he from Vith?
7 feet.
I
You don't get your sneak attack.
yeah. And then there's attack number 2.
Awesome. The second one is going to. Oh wait, you get a +2 because it's daylight. Oh, it's damage. Wait, never mind. Sorry.
He's still prone,
Sorry.
isn't he?
Yeah, you have advantage. You get full damage. What am I talking
Yeah.
about?
Sweet.
I don't think that's for range attacks, though. I think range attacks are disadvantaged
Oh.
against prone.
Oh, really?
I'm checking.
Never mind.
Maybe. I don't remember. Someone is asking me a question. So, did you find out?
Yeah, attacking a prone target that is more than 5 feet away gives you disadvantage.
Damn.
Okay.
In that case, no, you do not hit him.
Wah,
Would you,
wah.
would you like to move?
No, I'm gonna stay in my spot, but I will cast for my bonus action, Hail of Thorns
Okay.
at level 1.
You do that.
What's that do? Can you hit it for me? Thank you.
Mhm.
I just want to know if I can run in there.
It only activates when I make a ranged attack.
Cool.
Yep. He is right. Okay, then it will go to Taral.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the greased up deaf guy.
Okay.
And just gonna give both attacks.
Okay. The first one hits. You notice that he's all lumpy, like there's something very wrong.
Alright. So, 17 misses too.
17?
Yeah.
17 will hit.
Okay, so the second one hits. Melee attacks against prone are advantage.
Yes. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, no worries. So there's the melee, neither are 1s or 2s. Plus, I forgot to add my charisma either way, so it would have been 23 and 20. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. How long has it been since I casted Divine Favor on myself? Never mind, that's concentration. Wait, up to 1 minute. Never mind. In that case, then I believe that's all. Just want to make sure I got my damage correct from the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. We will go to.
Wait, bonus action. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Roll your damage. Nice. And may not use. I forgot what I did for the special ability.
They need to make a strength save, DC 15. If
Gotcha.
they fail the save, they are considered grappled to the end of my polearm,
Okay.
which I can reel the grapple at any point during my turn.
A flaming man walks out, completely calm, from the back. He's fully engulfed in fire, and he's going to fire his crossbow at Tural. 17. Which I'm guessing misses spectacularly. Okay. He then collapses into a heap of fire.
Okay.
And then it'll be Vith's turn.
Is the other guy grappled?
Oh,
You didn't do a strength save.
I did not do a strength save.
He passes.
Okay, now it's Vith's turn.
Okay. That guy's still on the ground, right?
Yep.
Greased up, deaf guy.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up to him and pull out my axe.
You approached him.
Mm-hmm.
He stabs you.
Ooh. Damn, I wasn't expecting that. A gnat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it hits.
What's the full damage on that? 7 times 6 is 42 points of damage.
Of what?
I guess you take half, right? You're in a rage?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Which is
take
20.
half of that.
Okay. How much then?
21. You take 21 of
Okay.
melee and poison damage.
Okay.
And it's still your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing at him.
Do it. You have advantage
Luckily.
because he hasn't stood up yet.
Yep. And then I'm gonna use my extra attack.
Okay.
And hack again.
That one's going to hit. Okay. The lumps underneath his skin start shifting around. They're moving around like he's full of something else that's alive.
Gross.
Yeah, it's bulging and writhing around underneath him. He's going to stand up. And he's got some people in front of him. He's going to attack you once. Again. 19.
No.
Cool. He misses. And who else was standing right there with him? I'm pretty sure the other lizard brother is on the back of the deck. Jor
Yeah,
went
he's way
up
back.
and Lance attacked. And Tural, you walked up.
I'm 10 feet
Okay.
because
Uh,
Glaive is ranged or
Because
reach.
Glaive.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, he's just going to make a second melee attack on Vith for 16. Okay. And then he's going to smile at you and drop both of his swords and spread his arms out like this. And then it goes to Jor.
I'm gonna try to knock him off the boat.
Okay, you turn, level your lance with him, and are approaching him. You hit. I won't make you roll for anything else because something is about to happen. That means that Vith and Tural and you are all right next to him. When you hit center mass, he kind of caves in. The lumps move to the outside of his body. His skin splits on all edges, and he explodes violently. Sand gets flown at you in every direction. It blows out half of the fire. Everybody give me a strength check.
Including me. That's way back there.
No, you're way back there. You just see a violent explosion.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Jor and Tural, you are thrown backwards for an extra 1d6 fall damage besides the explosion damage. Vith, you endure it, but there's going to be some explosion damage. Let's see here. $12 points of explosion damage.
Okay.
And that was it. The encounter is over.
What was the extra d6?
Oh, it's I was gonna let you roll it, but I will do that. Here, 4 points, and 1 point. Sorry. Who did I say? Who rolled first? Jor, you take the 4. Tural, you take 1 point.
Okay.
And the encounter is over. Aku, Hawk has run up to you and is like, "What the fuck have you guys been bringing attention to me for? Everything is fucked up. Everything is fucked up." And he just runs underneath the deck. He goes down the stairs.
I'm gonna flip my tongue out and scratch my head at the same time. Kind of like, what did I do?
I'm gonna run over to the captain and try to figure out if he's been dead for more than a minute.
In the heat of the moment, you don't know. You can investigate. He's been stabbed pretty thoroughly through the back all the way to the front.
Yeah, but does it look like he's been there a while?
No. Fresh wounds.
I'm gonna use Revivify on him.
Huh. Okay. He comes back to life. You bring the captain back to life, and he looks all crazy and then looks up at you, and then just has this huge crazy grin on his face.
I'm gonna jingle his ears.
He's laughing until he sees the back of his boat, and then he's screaming. Tyrell, you're on your back, having suffered a bit of an explosion. And the back of the boat's on fire.
I'm gonna get up and head down and towards the second story where Paula is.
Okay. You pass by Hawk, who is running up the stairs with a chamber pot in his hands. He's got another goblin with him with another one. So they're hauling chamber pots and running past you.
Okay.
And Hawk's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Put out the fire or we're not going to be able to get out of here." Vith, you were just partially exploded. What are you up to?
I'm gonna use Second Wind. Let's see, what was that again? 1d10. And then I'm gonna start heading back to where the captain was.
Okay. You're heading back towards the front of the ship then, where Jor is.
Mm-hmm.
Aku. What are you up to?
Gonna try to find a bucket and fill it up with water and try to help put out the fire.
Okay. Your passive wisdom would tell you that there was stuff downstairs, but you're not
Okay.
sure what's there. And you can roll history from your time on the boat to see what would be available. Nice. You know that there's a pretty large barrel downstairs that everyone used to use as a washroom, but during the recent renovations, you think they might actually use it to haul water these days.
I'm gonna go and try and grab one of those.
Okay. You head down the stairs, and we'll go back to Tyrell. Tyrell, you go downstairs, and Paula looks up at you. She's got her sword in her hand. She looks so excited, and she's like, "Okay, I'm ready. Now what do we do?"
We already killed the intruders. Everything is fine. Your talents with your sword are not required.
Oh, thank God. She drops it.
I'll pick it up and stow it for later to give it back to Vith.
How do you store it?
I'm gonna pick it up and stick it in my backpack.
Okay.
I mean, it's a short sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I just realized why you asked me that. I'm gonna pull it out of the backpack and make sure none of the poison got anything else.
Oh, you mean all over everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wet. Why is the inside of your bag wet?
I'm just gonna take my set of common clothes that I have in there and use that to wipe it off of everything that got touched.
It helps.
Alright, I'll leave it then there in a pile and casually at the same time kind of look at Paula and like, so you need to be a little bit more honest with us. You have to have some idea of why you were picked up and why they came for you second time.
I have to what? I told you everything I know.
Okay.
Do you have any extra questions?
Hold on. Do I believe her?
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you remember everything that she said?
I remember everything you told me.
About the house,
She-
the basement.
Yeah, how she was there with her like family or whatever, and then they just came in and picked her up and took her to the jail and left her there. And then we came in.
Okay, she says, "I'm describing it poorly. Here," and she hands you a letter. It's a piece of paper that you recognize as being the standard from the Tavern in Bast.
Okay.
It's like their letterhead, and she's used charcoal to sketch a little shape on it.
Okay. What does that look like?
I'm gonna start sketching it
Already.
while this is happening. Aku, you've gone into the basement and you see a huge barrel full of water that they're using to transport water. So it's actually quite large. Give me a strength check if you want to pick that sucker up.
Did I see my brother go down?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay, he's holding very precariously a huge barrel of water.
Does it look like he needs help?
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
gonna run over and help him.
Okay. With the two of you combined, I'm pretty sure you got it. I'll just let you have it because you're both two huge, really strong people. And you're going to start hauling that upstairs. As you're doing that, Jor, you're sitting with the captain. Hawk and the other guy are emptying the chamber pots onto the fire that is still spreading, and it's not doing that much.
Can I get like a drop of water out of those chamber pots?
Yeah, you can walk over to them, and they're like part way empty, but they're still wet inside.
All right, I'm gonna use create water over the fire.
Oh, cool. Wow. You can make it fall within a 30-foot cube range.
That's badass.
Okay. Yeah, it just starts dousing rain on the back of the ship. The fire is mostly extinguished at this point. As the two brothers mount the top of the stairs with the huge barrel of water, you see Jor with his hands up in the air, just conjuring this huge rain cloud that's putting out the back of the boat.
I'm just gonna slam it down, defeated.
Yep.
Watch your toes.
Taral, give me a dex save.
Wait, why?
Give me a dex save.
Oh my god. Alright.
Nice. A huge water barrel is cascading down the stairs, rolling down towards you, and you nimbly duck out of the way. What's your immediate reaction?
I'm gonna think nothing of it.
Okay, you dodged out of the way. Paula's gonna try and dodge out of the way too.
I thought she was over by the side, not even relatively even close.
She
to
was
the stairs.
standing with you.
Yeah, but that's where we had left.
Oh, nope, she misses. She moves around, bro.
Alright.
She is going to take 5 points of damage and be prone. She got hit with the barrel. She's been wung. Oh man.
Dad looks like it hurt.
Yeah,
Help her up.
definitely looks like it hurt. You do that, and she just looks disappointed in herself. The upper deck has now been fully extinguished.
I'm
Fucking
gonna
good save. Holy shit.
take my water skin and dump it on the head of Jor.
You approach Jor from behind and start dumping water on his head.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
It's the first shower you've had in a really long time.
No, I showered at one of the
Oh
inns.
yeah, you just showered at one of the inns. What am I talking about? I said that last time too. Yeah, you're way cleaner than you normally were in the last campaign. That's not
Yeah.
better. You do that, and you're wet. Taral, you're still in the second deck with Paula.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to picture in the. You were sketching something? The note?
Oh, right. Just get you something.
What?
Sorry. I totally spaced.
We saw.
Yeah. I
Ladies
figured
and
that was
gentlemen, our DM.
happening because you're like, I'm gonna sketch this while that's happening, and then you never looked back
Right.
down. And I was like, he didn't finish, I guarantee it.
Okay. Her sketch sucks.
Just hers, right?
Uh,
Yours would be immaculate. Hers sucks,
yeah, mine would be fucking beautiful.
right?
But
You also
Uh,
hand drew all the art that we use, right?
all myself. So she
Uh.
drew a picture of a large orange square coming out of the basement. She says, so we were digging, right? And then we hit like orange. It's all lava rock. So it's coming away like super easy. And we're like, sweet, we can garden with this. It's super good and really aesthetic. And then all of a sudden we hit this amber block. It looks like amber. Not sure if it's amber. But anyways, we start excavating and excavating and excavating. And it's square. And we can't fucking break it for the life of us. So we went to go get more information. One of the guards caught wind. They killed my husband. And they said I was a witch. And they took me away immediately.
Would I
It-
recognize anything about that? Either her story or the picture?
Roll history.
Okay. There we go.
Never heard of it.
Hmm.
She said that the amber wasn't totally flush. It looked like it was square, like perfectly square. The edges were like eerily sharp. And the sides weren't like smooth, you know? There was like carvings on it. But it was pretty dark. So, I don't know.
And because of this, they captured you and killed everybody?
I can't think of why else they would have done it.
I'm gonna insight that.
You think that's she's trying to tell you everything, but she's kind of rushed and hurried and doesn't know what to tell you.
Okay. Okay, I'll just be like, how about we just sit here, meditate, maybe pray a little bit for some guidance and little rest. Maybe the gods will answer us.
She likes that idea.
So I
She camps out on
Kinda-
the floor with you.
yeah, kind of sit down there, meditate, pray, short rest, blah blah blah.
Okay. The other guys are on the upper deck with Hawk, and he's like, he's looking up at the balloon, which, like, if it is a linear balloon, is now hanging upwards, having the whole back half of the tethers been severed by fire. Any of you guys got rope?
Is it made out of leather?
The balloon?
Mm-hmm. By chance?
No.
No?
No. It's well, if you're asking Hawk, it's like a cloth, but it's been fucked with.
I was more
So-
like looking, I guess, but yeah.
It's a cloth around, right, and then inside of it are a bunch of individual balloons. That way, if someone shoots it, it doesn't just, and oh god, humanity! It's like, only a little bit. So, I don't know what the balloons are made of.
Is there
Did you just sneak a Hindenburg reference into D&D? Oh my god, what the fuck?
Told by a goblin from the Bronx.
Well played.
It's a strange world.
Well played.
Sorry, Jor.
how much of missing rope is there in between, like where you could put it back together?
There were a few ropes on either side of the deck at the back that were holding on the back of the balloon.
Yeah, but the ones that like got cut?
The ones that
or-
got cut, there
or-
were 4 on the left and 4 on the right, and they were all about 50 feet.
I'm gonna hand him my one piece of 50-foot hempen rope.
Cool. One of the other goblin crew members drops the body of his cohort and picks up the rope instead. Hawk is walking over now and picking up one of the other dead guys and just throwing him over the side of the ship. He lands next to the corpse of the other guy you saw out in front. The captain is there too, and he's like looking around frantically and just puts his head into his hands. Vith, what are you doing?
Are there any of... yeah, never mind. I'm gonna just walk up to, I guess, and see if anybody needs help. Because I can't help with the other thing. I'll just start gathering a rope that isn't burnt, I guess.
Hawk says, go down to the cargo bay. I think we got 2 pieces of spare rope. I think if we get one more, we'll be flight worthy, but we'll have to throw some of the stuff out of the cargo bay.
I'm gonna go and like inspect all the ropes and see if there's any I can use mending on.
Nice. One of them you totally can.
Alright. I'd like to do that.
I'm gonna go
Nice.
grab those 2 down below.
Okay. Yeah, they're just coiled in the cargo bay. So you do that. Jor, you successfully mend one of the ropes and re-tether it, which brings the balloon back. They haul it back into the right position, and they're starting to restring Vith's or Aku's rope right now to make it structurally sound. As Vith comes back to the upper deck with 2 coils of rope. Tyrell, are you praying right now?
Yeah, just praying, short resting.
Roll religion for me.
Sure.
Get bad reception here.
That's so terrible. I've always had really good reception. I have always had really good perception on the ship.
Paula is digging your new god, though. And this whole having found a holy man in the time of crisis is kind of like you're becoming her rock to lean on. Yeah, you can pick up on that with your holy vibes. You guys are vibing.
Sweet. Dope.
Okay, so the goblins are restringing the balloon.
At least
We can
somebody
fast-
appreciates my god.
We can fast travel a little bit here to them stringing up the rest of the ropes and securing it. And Hawk approaches the 3 guys on the upper deck and says, "Can we get the fuck out of here? I'm definitely sick of the whatever the fuck these guys are. I mean, I don't even know whether to mop them up or sweep them up. This, like, what's this?" And he picks up 2 handfuls of sand. What is that? Anybody?
Sand.
I'm downstairs. I don't hear it.
He shouts something in Goblin to the captain, and the captain barks more orders, and the ship is going to take off. Everybody give me an insight check. Including you, Tyrell. Tyrell, you feel the ship lift off, up off the ground, and you have the sudden memory of a wizard cop pointing in your face, telling you not to bring humans to Tokek Altair. Vith, you have that same insight that, oh shit, what's-her-face is still on board. But they're sailing away.
I'm gonna go walk over to to find them. I guess go downstairs.
Okay, you do that. They're sitting across from each other by the hammocks, praying.
I'm gonna walk up to him and point to his symbol on his helmet, and then point to her.
Just for me, roll religion.
Oh god.
You kill the vibe of the entire room.
Excellent.
You farted in the funeral. Both of you guys immediately stop praying. You're still resting, but you stop praying. You have a lizard folk towering over top of you, looking at you and pointing at your symbol, and then
What's
back to
up?
Paula.
Brands.
Do not know. The last time did not turn out so well.
Brands. And I'm just gonna
Brands?
walk away. Yeah, like brand.
No, but that's what she said. She said brands.
Basically, there was an issue last time. One of the guards told us not to bring a human back to Tokek Altair, and
Oh my god, am I gonna explode or something?
I cannot answer the question. Do not know. I just know that
What do you mean you don't know?
if you are considered
You
a,
live there. You're magic.
I have only really been there a couple of times. Do not actually live in there. But basically,
She cuts you off again. Lizard man, am I gonna explode if this ship makes it there?
I already walked away.
She shouts at you.
I'm
You
not
hear-
gonna
you
respond.
hear- okay. One of the goblins is walking up and is reading the situation. He doesn't speak any common, but he looks between Taral and then looks at the lady and then tugs on Taral's sleeve and smiles and then points her in the face and goes, and then cackles like a madman and just walks away. Taral?
so there's a question for you. Was Winfred not human?
Winfred?
The human paladin that we saved from the dragon's nest or whatever.
He was most definitely human.
Because we brought him back and he didn't explode. So
Are you figuring things out? Roll investigation.
You're role playing really good here.
investigation.
Wow, you're figuring it all out.
Two pieces come together. Neurons fire. Worlds collide. And you have a really good thought of, no, you brought back a paladin who was a profoundly devout human of a completely different religion. And he was just fine.
Okay, then I'm going to use that information to relay to Paula. The last time we brought back somebody, he was a human and he did not explode. So you will probably be fine. However, I should warn you, apparently they do not take kindly unless you are owned like a slave or something, which is why I had to brand him. But
She looks utterly horrified with you.
I think that was because maybe Ock had him first and I had to buy him from Ock. So then
She's
when
gonna
I
start
bought him,
slowly backing away from you.
please don't freak out. Everything is fine. I'm not going to brand you. You can make your own choices. Ilmater
Roll
would not
persuasion.
want. Ilmater would not want this.
Okay. You use you play the religion card, and you swear on Ilmater, and she is abated by that,
Mhm.
so she's okay. Well, then, what's your plan for getting me into your magic city?
Basically,
We can't just walk up to the front door.
I was thinking we could walk up to the front door and everything would be fine. Maybe if they ask questions, then you are a friend from the same temple. You seem to have, taken after Ilmater. It wouldn't be that big of a leap.
Oh, okay. So I take up with your new god, and I just strut into the city and hope nobody knows that I'm a human, and that I'm not magic at all.
Well, you are not magic, right?
No, I'm definitely not magic.
Then there is nothing to be worried about. And you will be with us, so safety is in numbers.
Roll one more persuasion for me.
Alright.
She is terrified. She trusts you completely, but she thinks you're completely wrong. And she knows that people have gone to this city and died, and that humans have attacked this city and died, and that there's a really rational reason for her not to want to go at all.
Okay, then I'll ask her to get some backstory on the city then. Because I'm all fucking twisted around then.
Okay, I've only heard stuff, but they took a bunch of soldiers during the old war, it was like 25, 30 years ago, and they were like, yeah, we're just gonna go gung-ho and attack one of the cities, and it's gonna be great. And they got close to the city, and the ground just started exploding, and there was symbols, and there was blue light, and they all just died as soon as they tried getting close. You guys threw a whole bunch of magic at them, and they couldn't even get close. So I feel like I'm going to step off this ship, and then we're going to walk to your city, and then I'm going to approach the walls, and I'm just going to evaporate.
Well, I do not think that is going to happen. I cannot say that it is not a possibility. But I do not think that will happen.
She's gonna break down into tears and just climb over into one of the hammocks and just start weeping.
I'm gonna just pat her on the shoulder, trying to comfort, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna have disadvantage on that.
I'm just patting. I'm not doing anything.
Okay. The rest of you boys, is anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna take a long rest.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, I will too.
Aku, same for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody picks a hammock. And these ones don't break because they got money.
I'll spend the entire long rest just doing menial shit, like picking up after everybody and organizing, reading, etc.
Okay. The other three, while they're out, you would notice, Tyrell, the crew is significantly smaller now. They're having problems sharing tasks on the upper deck, and they are having to be pretty frantic while they're running the boat. They're forgetting to do things at certain times, and it's making the trip a lot slower. They're having a really hard time of it. A few times the ropes started to creak, and they were freaking out. So some of the goblins themselves are actually standing near the ropes to kind of batten the hatches down if anything goes wrong. But otherwise, your trip is undisturbed. So you guys fly all the way back for a while until you end up back at Tokek Altair. And it will now be it was an 8-hour trip, be sunset as you guys pull in. Before you know it, the ship makes mooring and lands in the bay. So it's there. You guys made it.
Yay.
You would be hearing some more crying as Paula has waken back up now and she's freaked out.
I'll go over and kind of kick each of the hammocks that the other three are in. Just kind of wake them up. And then kind of help her out of her hammock.
She looks around and she goes over to the backside of the deck and picks up the other sword off the ground. The assassin had 2.
How about this? But the other one was still by her feet, by the way, because I just dropped it with all my clothes. I'm gonna cast a spell on her.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over to her and pull out my holy symbol and clutch it in one hand and just kind of grab her by the nape of the neck and like press my head to her head and whisper a blessing. And casting bless.
Okay. She feels emboldened. She's looking through and she's starting to strip the assassin. You guys got kicked. Are you waking up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just at that point, Hawk is coming down the stairs and said, "Well, that was an interesting trip. Time to get paid. Time to get paid. Everybody off my ship. Time to get paid. Say hi to the cop for me. There's no fucking way I'm going close to him. Nice to see you again. Please don't ever bring more assassins to my ship again. Really sucked having it lit on fire. Oh, ask the cop if he'll pay for this, because this wasn't part of the original deal."
I'm gonna walk over to Hawk and hand him 4 sapphires out of my backpack.
Never mind what I said. You guys are the best. I'll see you real soon, okay? Sweet. Shit.
I forgot we had all those gems.
That pays for the damages.
Yeah, that pays for all the damages. That pays for all the damages. That pays for my dead friend and probably my dead mom. Shit, this is great.
No hands soon.
New what?
Hands. Help.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a flyer up or something. Which sucks because I can't write or read.
Lets me knows wins.
You want a job?
Write flyers.
Oh, you want to write something down for me? Yeah, shit. I wish I could pay you, but I'm kind of hard up for cash right now. He says, shoving his sapphires in his pocket.
I'll kind of look over at them and be like, if you are trying to keep a pure goblin, I do not know if it is polite to call you a goblin anyway. If you're trying to keep a goblin group together, I do not know. Maybe
this was a convenience thing. We were living together because goblins usually root together, and then we were like, "Hey, we got a ship. It's way better than a cave," and we all lived together on the ship. Burning Mouth was clearly the most insane person that we knew, so we put him in charge. But he doesn't make good choices a lot of the time, so I tell everybody what to do. But he's the captain. He takes all the blame.
Basically, what I was going to get at would be that perhaps maybe writing is not the greatest idea because deckhands maybe not all can read. Word of mouth would probably spread better. Maybe you spend a couple nights, go to taverns around the city, spread out that you are looking for deckhands. And I'm gonna hand
that's
him,
a great idea.
I'm gonna hand him 100 gold pieces and tell him to spread that around with your crew. Go to different taverns and spread the word.
You guys are the best. You can sleep on this ship anytime. You guys
I do
are
not
officially. You guys are now officially friends with the crew of the Griffin. You can now ask favors of them, and you get a plus bonus on all of your interactions with them. You are all now in the cargo, or not cargo bay, the sleeping quarters area. And you're all crewed up. Paula has now fully donned the assassin's garb, but she's also pulled a cloak up over her head and tied her hair back so that none of her hair is visible. Just this.
Is it red?
Did Hawk leave? Sorry.
Yeah, her bright red hair is completely covered.
No, I mean her clothing. Because the assassins are dressed in red, right?
Yeah, she still has she put that on too. It's got a big red sash across her.
I'm gonna cut the sash off.
Give me a dex check for cutting clothes off of a person while they're wearing them. You nicked her shoulder, and she's bleeding, and she's saying, "What are you? Get off me!"
I apologize, and I'll lay on hands for 4.
Okay. Yeah,
red is not a great color in this city. You would probably get filled with arrows the second you stepped off the ship.
Oh. Okay.
They do not like the Red Army here.
Okay.
It's okay.
I have also one more strategy I'd like to try. She walks over to the 2 lizard brothers. Okay, so you guys are huge. And I'm super uncomfortable asking this question, but do either of you guys have a backpack that's large enough for me to hide in?
I'm gonna laugh while sticking my tongue out at her.
You do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk off the ship.
I'm gonna hand
Home
her-
sweet home.
I'm gonna hand her my disguise kit. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand her my disguise kit.
Nice.
She's looking at it and she's like, oh, cool. Okay. So she's tinkering around with that. And you guys are going down to the cargo bay. The cargo bay doors are open. The remaining crew are offloading and loading things on. Your horses are there. 2 horses and all.
Teacher.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick back and talk to Hawk.
Okay. Hawk went back up to the top deck.
I'm gonna go up there and talk to Hawk.
Okay. As you do that, Jor, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go try to find the police guy.
He's waiting for you guys in the docks.
Down
You
there.
exit through the cargo bay past your horse that they just offloaded, and he's just standing there. You only burned down half the ship.
Also
Nice.
saves it.
Depends on who's telling the story, I suppose. I'm guessing it all went well. What's your report? Two completely silent crew.
Well, I'm not
Aku,
there,
are
so...
you- No, you're not. You're on the second deck while Paul is putting a face on.
Yep.
Take woman. Come back. Ship
Oh.
fire.
Yeah, your ship was clearly very much on fire at one point.
He jousts. Oof.
Make water.
Is there anybody else I can talk to? Like an adult?
I'm a knight.
I'm just gonna walk to the nearest bar.
Okay, you walk straight past him and start going up the stairs to the catwalk. Jor, are you just standing there in front of him?
Reward.
Yeah, I don't know if I should leave this with you, buddy. We'll cut to Aku on the upper deck with Hawk.
Hawks.
Yeah, buddy. He's got Burning Mouth's mouth open, and he's attempting to wedge one of the sapphires into his gums.
Teaches me ears tongues.
You want to know Goblin?
Mm.
He goes like this and jams the sapphire the rest of the way into Burning Mouth's mouth, and he cusses really loud, And he goes, "That means fuck." First lesson's free. Burning Mouth now has one sapphire jagged tooth going diagonally in his mouth. He seems incredibly pleased with himself.
More gems will come.
Shit, you want to stick around here? We can, after we sweep all the dust off and fix the ship up. Tell you what, you help me fix the ship up, I'll teach you Goblin.
I'm gonna spit in my hand, hold it out, and say deals.
Okay, he spits it in his hand too and slicks his the few couple of hairs on his head back and shakes your hand.
Okay. I'm gonna go back out downstairs.
Okay, come back tonight, or what is it? It's sunset now, so he's like, come back tomorrow morning.
I'll be here.
You start heading down. Tural, she has put on a face. She looks like a man. She did a good job. Looks pretty convincing. And then with the assassin's robe over top of it, she just looks like another person that was on the ship.
Okay. Then I'll tell her, okay, now you come with me. We have a certain ritual that we do whenever we get back from a mission. So we'll go do that. And then your time is your own. And then I'll lead her.
Okay.
I'll lead her downstairs, hop on the horse, have her climb up on, and then
Okay.
ride right past the guard or the cop.
The cop reaches out and grabs the reins, and the horse just instinctively stops.
All right.
He's like, "Look."
hello.
I'm gonna leave this with you, and he hands you a steel cube.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna need you to spend a little bit of time with it. Just focus on it for about 10 minutes or so, and then you can choose a word. And then when you say that word, it will turn into your new house. And then when you say that word again, it'll compact itself so long as there's nobody inside of it.
We already
If there's
chose it. The word.
Yeah,
Last time.
I wiped that just in case you didn't want that to actually be that.
Okay, I didn't know.
Okay, sounds pretty simple. We're going to go get our ritual on. Do you want to come or?
No, I've got some other things to do. Did you pick up a new crewmate?
We?
Oh, what's their name? What's your name, friend? She says.
Might have been an accident with a knife and tongue. He hasn't spoken since we picked him up.
A weird trait for a crewmate. Roll persuasion.
Be deception, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, you're lying. Yeah, sorry, deception. Fucking nailed it. Yeah.
I shouldn't have said
enough.
anything because my persuasion's a 6 and that's a 3, but whatever, it's fine. Realism.
You did good though. He lets go of the reins of the horse.
I'll be like, have a good day, and then we'll ride off to the nearest tavern.
Am I at the tavern yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You passed through the board office, waved to your cousin, and went straight on through back into the city streets. Then went to your familiar tavern, where upstairs you have a person in the bedroom.
I'm gonna go up to the bar and get a bunch of drinks.
You can
Line
do
them
that.
up.
You can do that. Tural, you're taking Paula
Yep.
with the horse. You're walking the horse on the catwalk, which is kind of crazy and disrespectful because people are having to duck and dive out of the way. But you
I
can
look
do that.
completely self-righteous, pompous, you know, King
Mhm.
Joffrey in Clash of Kings style.
And then you walk a full-sized horse through the Fuck Brothers' cousin's office, and just completely confidently ride it straight through into the main hall and out onto the city street.
Yep.
Jor, you're still standing face to face with the cop.
Joust.
I've never personally, but I enjoy watching it.
Joust.
You want to joust me? Fuck, why not? Okay, so what do I do? Yeah, he walks over to the third horse that's nearby the cargo bay, just climbs on up.
I'm gonna mount all.
You mount all. He says, I don't have a lance. Do you, you mind if I just, make it this up as I go? Okay.
I'll get ready.
You've got the attention of a few people in the cargo bay. Jay, are you whispering meta things? Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Part of the cargo bay has been cleared for this event. You have the attention of several people. There's some space between you both. He squares up on you, then gives you a little nod.
Alright, I'll charge at him.
Okay. Roll your attack. Not bad. You see him conjuring his hands like this, and then he throws them forward like that. You, the horse, and everything within 20 feet of you end up about 30 feet back from where you started. Just in a flurry of bodies and debris. You're going to take some fall damage and some twisting damage. Give me a dex reflex save to see what happens and how you land. Okay. You went from knowing what you're doing and bearing down your lance on him to a thunderclap so loud that you've got that sound in your ear and you're covered in debris. You don't know exactly where you are, and you're kind of just staring up at the sky. All is laying down next to you, and there are a couple shattered crates around you. You're going to take a little bit of fall damage. You take 8 points of fall damage.
Alright.
A shadow covers your face, and you look up, and the cop is standing above you, and he holds his hand out to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
He picks you up and dusts you off a little bit. And as he's dusting you off, you feel your hit points returning.
Alright.
And he says, Joust. He's gonna take his leave.
I should be good and drunk by now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You pounded all the shots that were on the bar. Terrell has now walked into the bar with you. Aku.
I was hoping to walk in and just take some of his shots, but it's fine.
I was just...
He's probably drinking them as they're being poured.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll grab a couple of shot glasses, and as they're being poured, one for Paulo, one for me, and just shoot them back, feed a little bit to Cassandra.
Yeah, she's not taking it. She's just
Okay.
looking at it.
I'll just start every one that I take, I'll put one in front of her, and you're going
They're
to fall behind if you do not start.
She whispers, is there anything in this? Like magic stuff?
It is alcohol. That's it.
Yeah, but is it like... you know.
No.
I'm just laughing because I'm pretty hammered.
Basically, it will turn you into, from your current state of, no magic to, him. And I'll point at Viv. And I do not mean with the size and the scales, I mean
I was going to say, okay,
with
thank you for clarifying. 'cause
having a good time.
One thing, Aku, did you start heading towards the bar as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to assume you just showed up there with Terrell then.
Okay.
Unless you want to come late.
I'll come about 2 minutes later.
Okay. You take your time. Stop with your cousin. Shoot the shit for a minute. Take your time getting there. Jor, are you also going to head back to the bar? You're just standing in some debris in the cargo bay.
Yeah, I'll go to the bar.
Okay. You start making your way there. The goblins are looking around at all of the shattered debris like, the fuck? You can catch up to Aku if you'd like.
Yep.
Okay. Taral, the bartender, leans over and says, there's a kind of a smell coming from the other side of that door. I didn't bother going in and changing the sheets so that guy didn't stab me, but, pretty sure his chamber pot's full.
Okay, it's a good thing you did not empty it. I actually have a plan. If he is not going to be, amiable, maybe I empty it for him. On him.
Please don't do that in any of our rooms. Please don't.
No promises. I'll give him 5 gold.
Are you trying to pay me to shit on my floor?
I am paying you in case shit gets on the floor.
It's a weird day for me.
Maybe we will make him clean it up too. Do not know.
He's gonna try and change the subject. So how did your thing go with the cop?
Pretty well. You see Vith here. He is hammered.
I can see that. I'm not carrying him up the stairs.
Not experienced failure with him, but pretty good sign from what I think.
Yeah.
Slam another shot.
Okay, so mission success. At this point, Aku and Jor walk in.
At
The
that, I
bartender-
told him, never mind, they are here.
I'm just gonna smile and kind of like wobble.
I'm gonna go over and take one of Paula's shots for her.
You do that.
I'm
And then I'll
kick
buy
this
2 more and
chair,
put one in front of
See if
her.
it falls down.
Whose chair?
Fifth.
Yeah, you do a sleight of hand.
Did I see that? Him trying?
Yeah, give me a perception with disadvantage. Everybody else saw that he just walked up and took your chair away. You did not see, and you're drunk. If you went to,
Perfect.
yeah, I figure you went to go sit down, and there's just nothing but air. So you just,
I'm just gonna lay on the ground and just keep laughing.
I'm gonna laugh hysterically.
I'm gonna take 2 shots off the bar, down one, take the second one sip for Cassandra, and say 1 for me and 1 for my omies, and dump it onto Vith.
I'm gonna open my mouth and
yeah, you just get booze all over your face. So you guys are gonna be wanting the room for another night?
We.
Okay. It's all yours then. Did that cop end up giving you the thing? Sweet. So why do you want the room?
We still have a prisoner up there, so would be awkward if we were not here tending to him.
Okay, that's fair. If you want, I could buy him off of you. He could be a good help for me around the bar. I have to domesticate him though, but I can do that.
I will confer with him and get back to you.
Okay, sounds good. Just a pro tip for you. If you want to take that metal cube for a walk, there's a spot where people can set up a portable fort. It's you don't even have to pay a rental cost. It's just an area of the city that has homes that also aren't homes and can fold up into different things.
Okay, maybe when I am not so drunk, I will do that.
Fair enough. And he pours you some more shots.
I keep
Paula's
drinking.
looking at this whole situation, and she's just gonna. What is she gonna do?
I don't know, Derek. What's she gonna
She's
do?
going to. She's gonna start taking shots.
Woo! We're terrible
Yeah.
influences.
Yep, she's taking some shots. She's had a long day. She's had a really long day. And is there anything else you guys wanted to do today, or did you want to
Yes.
wrap up?
No, I got one more
I'm
thing I
gonna
want to do.
attempt to play my loot.
Okay, let's give a performance roll from Jor while Terrell does something.
I'm going to ask the bartender for 5 tomatoes.
Are you setting up some kind of gag?
No,
Are you gonna shit on my floor?
no.
I don't believe you, but I'm gonna get you the tomatoes. He goes into his pantry and comes back out with 5 tomatoes.
Okay. I'll put the smallest one in front of Paula, and the largest one on the empty spot where Vith would be sitting, and the rest just kind of for me and Aku and Jor. And then I'll tell them, okay, everybody, 1 bite, go. And I'm going to attempt to eat the whole tomato with 1 bite.
Same.
I'm gonna jump up and try to do that.
Okay, you
Let's try it.
scramble up to the countertop.
I'm gonna try
Um,
to do it while playing my loot.
So you're just like, bling, bling, bling. Ah.
Anatomically, the lizard folk can do this very easily. It literally fits in their mouth like no problem because they have alligator faces. However, you're still wearing a helmet.
That's fine.
Are you gonna try and squeeze it up into the helmet, or are you peeling it back? Please
I'll
describe
peel
to me how you.
I'm going to lift the helmet up.
And you're gonna put a whole tomato in your face.
Yep.
I'll make you roll sleight of hand for that. See
All right.
if you just. Okay, you're trying to not show too much of your face while you're doing it, so the tomato gets caught between your mouth and the helmet, and you just keep squishing it, but there's juice just running all down the front of your armor, and the tomato is half mashed as you're putting it into your mouth. Jor, roll sleight of hand to do this while you are playing the lute. Fucking no problem. You just strum, hold the chord, put it in your mouth, keep strumming and playing. You've got the whole tomato solid in your mouth. You don't even have it. You didn't even break the skin. You just have a tomato in your
Yep.
mouth. Okay?
Okay.
Just
That's
leave
what
it
he
in your
said.
mouth.
And Paula?
Paula's just looking at the tomato like, is this a magic thing?
No, it's just a fun thing. And I'm just gonna fall over backwards laughing.
I'm gonna grab her tomato. And go. It goes like this. Ah.
She's gonna try. She picks up the tomato. Do you take it from her?
Yeah, I'll take it from her, but I'll buy her another one.
Okay. The guy's gonna go get her another tomato. She eyeballs it, and she's gonna try and eat it all in 1 bite.
I'm gonna chant one of us as she's doing it.
She's choking. she's literally choking, like actually having problems breathing.
I'll get up and kind of pat her on the back and kind of, I don't know, help her get it out of her system, I guess.
Yeah, she's retching. She pukes up tomatoes and some alcohol onto the floor. Her disguise falls away a little bit. There are bits of hair falling out of her mask. She now looks like a woman again, but with like bits of mustache on. And she looks up at the bartender, who just looks down and goes, "Why do you guys hate my floor?"
I'm gonna spit out my tomato at Beth.
Roll a dex check.
Am I looking at him? Or like, can I see him?
You're choking now too.
Never mind.
He tries to spit the tomato at you, but sucks after to like get a full breath so that he can blow it at you, but then sucks the tomato part way down into his airway, and now he's just got a tomato in his mouth and he's choking.
I'm gonna laugh while trying to pat him on the back, but a little too hard.
Strength check.
Nope, that's Dex. Sorry.
Okay, it comes up properly. You don't hit him too hard. Joe, are you still playing the loot?
Trying to.
Okay, you got tomato all over your loot and all over your lap, and a little bit on the floor.
I'm gonna grab another shot and hand it to Paula. Like, welcome to the crew.
Can I just go lay down?
Yeah, you could do whatever you want. Take one of them with you, because the other guy might try to kill you.
I'll go with
He's
her.
not all there.
Okay. The bartender's gonna wait till you're at the door with Paula, and then he's gonna release the whole portal. The door becomes unlocked.
I'm gonna walk in, letting Paula in first.
Give
'cause
me
manners.
Oh, okay. Let's see what her reflex check is. She gets hit in the face with a table leg. The man is coming out swinging. He's screaming, and
Could we hear that downstairs?
yeah, you heard thwack.
I'll get up and start walking up there.
Yeah,
Paula
me too.
took some damage, and now
I'm
she's
gonna-
laying on the floor.
I'm gonna try to grab him by the neck.
You
I'm
can
gonna
do
grab
that.
one of the stools as I walk up.
You pick up a full bar stool
Yeah.
and drunkenly charge up the stairs.
I'm gonna
Terrell-
follow playing the loot.
Okay, and Terrell, I missed what you said.
I'm just walking upstairs.
Okay, it goes Vith charging up the stairs with a stool in his hands. Terrell walking up casually to the sound of music being played.
I will be right back. Pour me another shot.
Vith, you square up in the door frame and see Aku holding him with both hands around the neck up off the ground. Your bro's got him. The room is a
Alright.
little bit disheveled. One of the beds in the side room to your immediate right has been broken apart. It looks like he had built a barricade out of the table and then got bored with that. It spilled a chamber pot in the corner of the room. All the firewood is gone. It's been burnt out. The room kind of smells like smoke. And there's your brother holding the guy up off the ground.
Do I see the rope anywhere that he was tied up with?
Yeah, it's laying in a partially burnt coil and near the fire.
So to not enough to try to tie him back up again.
Definitely not.
While he's holding him, can I just walk over and just like pop him right in the face to try to knock him out?
Yeah, you totally can.
Sweet.
But you're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So give me an attack roll with disadvantage. It's going to be an unarmed strike, so that would be essentially a strength check.
Okay.
Unless he's proficient.
Unless you're proficient with unarmed strike.
No, just simple martial weapons.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Gotta roll a monk, bro.
You
Wow.
had disadvantage because you're drunk. You go punch Wilfred in the face and fully punch your brother in the side of the head. Please roll damage.
What would damage be for that?
Unarmed strike is 1d4 plus your strength modifier. Oh wait, you have claws though. But you punched. You specified that you punched.
Yeah,
so,
popping him.
Okay, yeah. Aku, you take
Works
4
out.
points of damage as your brother drunkenly stumbles up and punches you in the side of the head.
I'm gonna kick him in the stomach. Kind of like as I'm holding him, just balance on one and then kick him.
You can try. Give me another unarmed strike. It's a strength check. Yeah, you can knock the wind out of him, but it doesn't do any damage.
fine.
I'm just gonna stumble back a little bit.
Taral, you see the two brothers fighting. One of them has your slave held up off of the air. Paula's sitting down on the ground she's bleeding from the head. And Jor's behind you playing the lute.
Do I see the chamber pot mess in the corner? Okay.
You smell it before you see it, but you definitely see it.
As I'm reaching down to touch Paula's shoulder to cast Lay on Hands on her for 5, I'm going to ask Aku, maybe you bring him over here, we teach him a valuable life lesson, pointing at the chamber pot in the corner.
I'm gonna let go with one hand, holding him up with one, walking him over.
I guide them towards the pile of poop and push his face into it, and then smack him and say, bad.
Interesting. Okay, as you're doing that, you hear Paula walking up behind you. Give me perception.
Both of us?
Yep.
Okay. You said perception?
Yes, please. Taral, you've got your back to her. You don't see anything, but Aku, she's got the sword in her hand.
What's Sarzu's doing with the swords?
She stops, squares up with you, and she's like, this guy hit me with a table leg. I'm getting even's what I'm getting. These red guard fucks were the ones that killed my family. Ruined my fucking life.
He is not a red guard, but let us discipline him for pooping on the floor, and then you could get your revenge. Just do not kill him.
Roll persuasion.
As he's trying to say that, I'm gonna tell her, just take the leg from the knee downs. We'll use the leg from the tables.
Your persuasion fails. She looks up at the lizard guy, because you went up there with her too, so she felt she's starting to bond with you a little bit. Like, finally I have an in with one of the lizard guys, and you're like, yeah, just cut his leg off a little bit. So she gets excited, tries to cut his leg off. Rolls a 1.
I'm gonna put the guy down on the floor, hold him down with one foot on his chest, and guide her with the sword and help her.
While that's happening, I'm grabbing the chamber pot and dumping it on his head and saying, bad.
Just to give you a lay of the scene.
Alright.
There's a drunken lizard
I love
folk.
the double face palm. Thank you, both of you.
There's a lizard folk drunk laid out on the floor. There's one standing in the corner with his foot on the chest of a man who's having a chamber pot emptied on his head, while the lizard folk guides a young woman to be cutting off this man's leg, and above all of them in the background is Joradam playing his lute. She gets advantage on her swing. 14 to a prone man with no armor on. It's gonna hit. She doesn't have an attack, so I have no idea how much damage she does, but I'm gonna assume that she's just gonna keep hacking at that leg till it's gone. Taral, are you gonna stop this at all? Or are you just gonna you dump the chamber pot on the guy?
Yeah, no, I got my point across. Don't shit on the floor, you know.
He's writhing and screaming in pain.
Hold on, I might have something for this.
He should be gurgling in pain.
Yeah, oh yeah, he'd be gurgling because he's choking on chamber pot.
Huh.
Give me a con save there, Aku.
That one.
Oh, you're fine. Taral, give me a con save too. Yeah, you don't make it. You're gonna throw up inside of your helmet. It smells like.
Oh, if I'm feeling it coming, I'm lifting up a little bit to puke straight on him.
Okay, yeah, it smells like chamber pot and blood and tomato. And you just drench tomato and booze all over the front of him and yourself, and
Is that on me by any chance?
No, you're behind them in the middle of the room.
Good.
All I could think of was that Jackass scene when they fart into the canister over his head and he throws up in it.
Oh god, that was so bad. That was so bad. Anyways, she gets the leg off.
After she gets the leg off, I'll use Healing Touch on him. Or Healing Light, sorry. So he's gonna heal for 1d6.
Okay.
That is a 67, my bad.
That's
There you go.
67.
6.
Oh, 6. Because it was a 6, I'll say that the bleeding was staunched properly without even
Cool.
needing to tourniquet it.
Nice.
But he's still screaming and he's gonna pass out.
I'm gonna go back downstairs and drink. I have another shot waiting at the bar. Go back downstairs.
Paula's gonna say, "Yeah, me too," and sheaths her sword and walks out of the room.
I'm gonna follow Paula
Okay.
and ask her if she wants to go shopping for a prosthetic leg for him later.
He can use that table leg he stuck me with.
Excellence.
Vith, you're still in the room.
I just got a great idea after hearing that. So I'm gonna walk over and grab that table leg.
Oh god.
You know it's bad when the DM says, "Oh God."
Yeah,
Are you
I'm gonna
playing
sit.
doctor?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down, and he's already passed out. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna shove it up on in there.
In where?
In the leg hole. Of course.
Okay.
I mean, it's not bleeding
Uh,
anymore. You can just
Exactly.
very much like Hawk and Burning Mouth with the gem.
Yeah, the gem. It's like that, except there's still a bone in there.
If I need to hollow it out, I will a little bit.
Yeah, you start your bleary drunken state. You're eyeballing and appraising the situation. Give me an insight roll. Let's see if you
I
can
fucking
puzzle
love
this out.
this.
Oh, you're actually pretty good off. Okay, there's a bit of bone there, so if you figure if you hollowed out the end of the stick, you can just slide that sucker right on there.
Yeah, I have a really good idea about this. I'm gonna. Should I use a knife for that then?
Should you?
I'm gonna use my. I have just a dagger.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like,
Just carve a
carve
hole
it.
in the end?
yeah, just kind of twist it around.
Okay, I'll give that to you. You're gonna spend some time and just do that while the other guys are down at the bar having some drinks, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah, I am
Okay,
getting
he-
drunk.
Mm-hmm.
The bartender says, "What the hell was the screaming?" He's mopping up puke.
I am sorry to inform you. Clean up on aisle, whatever number room
What?
ours was.
What the fuck's an aisle?
Don't worry about it. A small land mass in the middle of a body of water. Don't worry about it.
Good answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just basically we went up there and he attacked us. Things got out of hand. Turns out he had already emptied the chamber pot. Guess he threw it around. I went to go tell him not to do that, and he fought us a little bit, so I dump it on him. I feel the gag, pull the helmet, and also she chop off his leg at the knee, and
Whoa, what?
Vith is
Paula's
passed
now
out.
posted up at the bar taking a whole bunch of shots.
Vith is upstairs, passed out
Have
on
I
the floor.
finished yet?
You got a stick in a hole. You want to try and line it up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheers Paula and say, "Ones of us."
Welcome
She
to the
just-
crew.
She just nods at you and squints her eyes like, yeah, this is my plan. Yeah. And she just starts pounding back shots. Let's just see what happens. One thing first. Yeah, Paula's looks at you, nods confidently, leans a little bit sideways, and just falls flat on the floor and passes out. You see a string of empty shot glasses in front of her. She's just out on the floor.
What
Her
a champion.
disguise, her disguise has fully come away, so now she's just a red-haired woman with hair spilled all over the place in a ninja outfit. Upstairs, Vith, give me a medicine roll.
Okay.
Doesn't fit.
Can I enforce it? I'm not trying to do it like medically. I'm trying to make this motherfucker a pirate.
Yeah. What's your approach there? Let's strength check then. I guess.
Oh yeah.
You make it work. The bone splinters a little bit, but the rest of it fuses into the inside because the bone cracked, which made it sharp, which means when you wedged it on there, it wedged in place. But you have reactivated the bleeding of the leg, which means the wood to meat spot right there is actively bleeding.
I
all
have
over your
some
hands.
rope, and I'm just gonna tie where it connected. I'm gonna like tie it.
That's another medicine roll.
Okay.
He's still fully unconscious, though.
Perfect.
Okay, you're making this work a little bit.
All right. I'm excited. I feel like I've accomplished what I needed to. So I'm gonna get up and close the door behind me, and then run downstairs. Very, very excited. Stumbling everywhere.
The bartender asks, "Do you need me to lock that back up?"
Yes, please, guys. He's a pirate.
I don't understand what he's talking about, but I'm gonna look at the
No.
bartender and be like, could we also get another room separate? I will take her upstairs.
I've got a room that's just like your room across the hall. It's another 4-bedroom.
But there is no crazy person with poop in it.
It's an empty room and it's clean.
I'll take it.
Did you talk to your slave?
Oh yeah.
I think Sue means pirates.
You could have him free of charge. I told you when we came down.
If you give me this guy, you guys can drink here for free for the rest of time.
I just want to be upfront with you. Remember when I came down, I told you that she had taken off the leg at the knee. Don't be alarmed. So he's
Just
one-legged.
bought a one-legged slave.
I'm just gonna walk to the bar and say, "Don't swear, I fixed it."
He's gonna look down at the floor. He's gonna grab his mop and bucket and then go back behind the bar, and then just take 3 bottles and put them up on the bar, and then walk upstairs.
I have no idea what Vith is talking about, so I'm just gonna pick Paula up and go upstairs for the other room.
Okay. It's a room exactly
Taking
like
a
yours.
bottle.
I'm taking a bottle as well.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
Taral goes upstairs. Do you guys do too?
Yeah.
hmm As I walk up, I'm like, I'm not saying anything, but I'm motioning to Aku like what I did.
I'm too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I'm just gonna laugh and like run up.
Jor, are you still playing the lute?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so you go to a 4-bedroomed apartment. It's got 2 on the left, 2 on the right, with a common room in the center and a fireplace at the end and a table in the middle. Who's going where? We'll go with Taral.
I'm gonna drop Paula off in the room on the left, first room on the left, and then
Okay.
I don't know, leave a candle burning on the desk or whatever there, and then close the door and hang out with Cassandra in the middle of the common room, feet up
Okay.
on the table, chilling.
What's the
Uh,
darkest, dampest room in there?
They're all clean and square and dry.
What's the darkest room, I guess?
3 of them have unlit candles in them.
I'm gonna go to the furthest one away. That's dark.
Okay, you also go to the far left, same side as Paula. It's unoccupied. Nice dark room.
I'm gonna polish off the bottle and pass out on the bed.
Okay. Vith.
I'm gonna go into the room across the hall from Aku.
Okay. And lastly, but not leastly, Jor Adam. Sorry, Sir Jor Adam.
Recognize.
Pass out in the last room.
Okay. We'll leave off there for the night with the sound of the music fading off as Jor curls up into the bed and passes out, like everybody else except for Tural, who's hanging out with Cassandra in the middle of the room, while everybody is drunkenly asleep. That was your week 4. Congratulations on everything going right and wrong and getting free booze. Thank you to anybody watching and listening. I have as much fun doing this as I hope as you have listening to it. Any finishing remarks from you guys before we close out?
Nope.
Cool. Good
Good.
game then.
Indeed.
See everybody next week.
Everybody.
Everybody.